Welcome back, everybody, to this deep dive.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
we're going to be exploring a really fascinating organization, I think.
Okay, cool.
The St. Paul of Tarsus Knights of Columbus,
All right.
Council number 11689.
11689.
Yeah. And we've got a whole stack of their newsletters here.
Wow.
And we're really going to kind of go through and dissect their activities, their values,
Okay.
see what we can learn about what makes this council tick.
Cool.
So are you ready to jump in?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, great. So the Knights of Columbus, they're a Catholic fraternal organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's really fascinating to me is how these newsletters really reveal the inner workings of this specific council
Right.
and how they're embodying those kind of big Knights principles,
Yeah.
charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
I did.
I mean, what's remarkable is that we're not just talking about these kind of lofty ideals here.
Right.
This council is translating these principles into action.
Yeah.
Making a tangible difference in their Michigan community.
Yeah, it's like every page is bursting with activity.
Yeah.
For example, their annual fish fry events.
Oh, yeah.
People line up for blocks.
Oh, I bet.
They raise thousands of dollars for local charities.
Wow.
What's their secret?
I don't know. Maybe they have some super secret recipe or something.
Right.
But beyond the food, I think it's really the community aspect that shines through. You see the spirit of togetherness throughout all these newsletters. They've got this MI Drive thing,
Okay.
which is supporting adults and children with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Okay.
They've got Easter ham and kielbasa sales.
Oh, wow.
Casino trips.
Okay.
They're resourceful. They know how to have fun while doing good.
Yeah.
They even need a new chairperson for those casino trips, by the way.
Oh,
Just putting that out there.
okay. Well, maybe I should throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah.
But seriously, they don't just raise money. They put it right back into the community.
Right.
The list of organizations they support is really impressive.
Yeah.
The Ark of Macomb, Neil Reed, High School Macomb Special Olympics,
Wow.
Glenn Peters School, Clinton Valley Little League Challenger Baseball,
Wow.
Dakota High School CLP program.
That's incredible.
And that's not even all of them.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think what's interesting here is that you'll notice a recurring theme
Okay.
in the charities that they support.
Okay.
There's a strong focus on inclusivity
Okay.
and supporting those with differing abilities.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think it really speaks volumes about their commitment to leaving no one behind.
It really does. And they're not just writing checks either.
Right.
They're actively involved in making life better for people of all abilities and all backgrounds.
It's amazing.
And the sheer amount they distribute annually is pretty noteworthy, too.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars going directly to these worthy causes.
And it's not just about the money, though. What sets them apart is that human touch.
Okay.
Like their Casey teddy bear program.
Oh, yeah.
Providing cuddly companions to children in local hospitals.
No.
I mean, that's got to brighten some days, right?
Absolutely. And their work with the Special Olympics in Macomb County.
Oh, yeah.
They're out there cheering on the athletes, volunteering their time.
Wow.
Making those events really, truly special.
It's awesome.
They're really putting those Knights of Columbus principles into action.
Yeah, speaking of the Knights, I think this might be a good time
Okay.
to kind of delve a little bit deeper into how they're structured.
Right.
So, each council, like St. Paul of Tarsus, have a Grand Knight, a financial secretary, a recorder,
Okay.
all these different roles
Yeah.
that I think kind of give you a better sense of how they function so effectively.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit.
Okay.
So the Grand Knight, is that like the CEO of the council?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
The Grand Knight is the elected leader responsible for guiding the council's activities, making sure they're aligning with the Knights of Columbus's core principles.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what about the financial secretary?
Ooh, that's a crucial role.
Okay.
They manage the council's finances, making sure there's transparency and accountability in all their fundraising and charitable activities.
Interesting. So it's a real team effort.
Oh, for sure.
With each officer playing a vital role in the council's success.
Yeah.
And from what we're seeing in these newsletters, this council is firing on all cylinders.
Oh, yeah. They're doing great things.
Yeah.
And their commitment to their faith is another key element that kind of shines through.
Yeah.
They regularly print the Apostles' Creed and monthly prayer intentions in each newsletter.
It's like they're saying, hey, this is who we are. This is what we believe in.
Exactly.
And this is what fuels our actions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And their actions speak volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those care packages they put together for Ukraine? Oh, yeah.
I mean, that just goes to show you that their compassion knows no borders.
It's a great example of their just one-time philosophy, right?
Yeah.
Like that idea.
Yeah, this just one-time idea is more than just a slogan.
Right.
It's woven into everything they do, from supporting those local charities to these global aid efforts.
Wow.
And they really emphasize how even a single act of service can make a difference.
It's a really powerful message that resonates with me.
I know, me too.
It's like they're saying, don't underestimate the power of just showing up, even just one time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not about these grand gestures.
Right.
It's about those everyday acts of kindness, that really build a stronger community.
Yeah.
And we see this in their community. Cleanup projects, their support for veterans, even just something as simple as putting up Christmas lights.
That just one-time philosophy has got me thinking, like,
what are some simple things that I could do in my own community?
I know, me too.
I'm feeling inspired.
That's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
It's a call to action that's accessible to everyone.
That's awesome.
And speaking of calls to action,
Yeah.
remember how they're actively advocating for the canonization of Blessed Michael McGivney, the founder of the Knights of Columbus?
Yeah. They regularly share prayers for his canonization in these newsletters.
Absolutely.
Clearly, his legacy is important to them.
Very much so.
It makes you wonder, like, what was it about Father McGivney that inspired such a lasting organization?
That is an excellent question.
Yeah.
And one we'll explore further as we continue our deep dive into the St. Paul of Tarsus Knights of Columbus.
Right. Stay with us.
Yeah.
There's still much more to uncover.
Much more to come. As we delve deeper into these newsletters, what really stands out is the Council's unwavering commitment to their faith.
Yeah, I see that too.
Like, they're not just paying lip service to it.
No.
They're really living out their beliefs in a way that's pretty inspiring.
Like their efforts to promote Father McGivney's cause for sainthood.
Yes.
It's more than just like historical recognition.
Right.
It's about really upholding him as like a role model for Catholic men. They clearly see him as a shining example of charity, unity, and fraternity.
Yes.
And they're determined to see his legacy honored.
Yeah, and they're actively working to make that happen. Sharing those prayers for his canonization.
Right.
Encouraging their members to pray for his intercession.
Right.
It's clearly something they feel very strongly about.
And it extends beyond just Father McGivney.
Right.
They're constantly nurturing their spiritual connection. They've got the Apostles' Creed and monthly prayer intentions in every newsletter.
Yeah.
Plus, they emphasize the importance of corporate communion masses.
That spiritual grounding seems to be the foundation of all their actions.
Yeah.
It's like a driving force behind their charitable work. It seems like they see service to others as an extension of their faith.
Yeah.
A way to live out the gospel message.
It's a great example of faith in action, isn't it?
Absolutely.
They're not just talking the talk, they're walking the walk.
Mm-hmm.
And making a real difference.
And their commitment to supporting vocations is another really powerful example of that faith in action.
Okay.
They stress the importance of praying for and supporting seminarians.
Right.
They seem to really understand that the future of the church depends on these young men.
And they're not just offering prayers.
No, they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
Providing financial assistance to seminarians. Helping with tuition and expenses.
Right.
That's a tangible way of showing they're invested in the next generation of priests.
Absolutely.
And their actions go beyond just the local level, too. They participate in events like the annual Rosary Rally for Life,
right,
showing they're committed to upholding the sanctity of human life, which is, a core part of their Catholic faith.
Right.
And they're not afraid to take a public stand.
Something that really struck me was their dedication to remembering and honoring their deceased brother knights.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Each newsletter has a list of names and dates of passing.
It's really powerful.
It's a sobering reminder of those who came before them and really helped build the council.
It speaks to the strong bonds of fraternity they share.
Yeah.
It's more than just being members of an organization. It's like a brotherhood that extends beyond this life.
Wow.
They see those deceased members as part of their story. And they're determined to keep their memory alive.
It's a beautiful sentiment.
It is.
And it's a reminder of the lasting impact we can have on others.
Yes.
Even after we're gone. The values we live by, the things we do,
yes,
the love we share.
Yeah.
it all ripples outward and shapes the lives of those around us.
That's a powerful thought. Really highlights that interconnectedness of life.
Yeah.
And the legacy we leave behind.
Yeah.
And these knights are clearly mindful of that. They're actively shaping their legacy.
Right.
One of faith service and brotherly love.
And their approach to history isn't just about remembering the past.
No.
They're actively working to preserve it for the future. Like that census of Korean and Vietnam War veterans they're compiling.
Right. They're documenting their council's history.
Yeah.
Ensuring those stories of service and sacrifice are captured. Not just for their members, but for posterity. It's a valuable contribution to the community's historical record.
They're building a bridge between the past and present.
They are.
And it's not just about wars and big events either.
No.
They celebrate those everyday milestones
right.
in their members' lives, like anniversaries and birthdays.
Absolutely. They have a whole section dedicated to personal celebrations. They make a point of celebrating the simple joys of life together.
Right.
And it reinforces that sense of community.
It's like they're saying, we're in this together.
Yeah.
We work hard, we serve others, but we also take time to appreciate each other and have some fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that sense of fun comes through in some of the lighter details, too.
Oh, yeah.
Their plea for good weather for their annual camping trip.
Right. And remember, they even provided multiple driving directions.
Oh, yeah.
To Hartwick Pines State Park.
That's right.
So everyone could find their way there no matter what.
That's great.
They were determined to make it a success, rain or shine.
And their annual picnic is another great example.
Oh, yeah.
Hot dogs, Italian sausage ribs, drinks galore.
Oh, my God.
They go all out.
Wow.
And they encourage everyone to bring a dish to share and a chair to sit in.
Oh, that's nice.
It really emphasizes that spirit of togetherness.
It sounds like a blast.
It does.
And those little personal touches.
Yeah.
Like Kurt's famous ribs.
Yes.
And the mention of games like ladder ball and cornhole.
Yeah.
It just makes it even more special.
It does. They really understand the importance of camaraderie and building relationships.
Yeah.
It's not just about attending meetings and doing good deeds.
Right.
It's about forging those personal connections.
And that community spirit extends beyond their own members.
It does.
They invite their neighbors and the wider community to join in their events.
Right.
And experience that welcoming atmosphere.
It speaks to their inclusive nature.
Yeah.
They're actively trying to build bridges and connect with the people around them. They see their role as extending beyond the walls of their church.
Right.
And into the heart of their community.
And that's what's so inspiring about them.
It is.
They're not just a group of men meeting in a hall.
Right.
They're a force for good in their community.
Yeah.
A source of hope and compassion in a world that often feels divided.
And their example really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
Like, how can we be more like them? How can we step up and make a difference in our own communities?
Right.
Even if it's just one time.
That's a great question. And as we move into the final part of our deep dive,
yes,
we'll continue to uncover what makes the St. Paul of Tarsus Knights of Columbus such a special organization.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. As we get to the final pages of these newsletters,
yeah,
I'm struck by the sheer dedication of these knights. It's evident in everything.
Yeah.
From how they meticulously plan their events.
Right.
To those heartfelt tributes.
Yeah.
To their deceased members.
That's really touching.
They really do put their heart and soul into everything they do.
Their attention to detail is remarkable.
Yeah.
And they never miss an opportunity to express gratitude. Whether it's the volunteers at the fish fry or donors supporting their initiatives.
Right.
They always make sure to acknowledge and thank those who contribute.
And they're very transparent with their finances, too.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
They share those details about their income expenses.
Yeah.
And charitable distributions right in the newsletters.
That transparency builds trust and shows they're responsible stewards of the funds entrusted to them.
Yeah.
You can actually see the breakdown of how much they allocate to each charity.
That's really cool.
It's really impressive.
Yeah. It makes you feel good knowing that your donation is being used effectively.
Absolutely.
And making a real impact.
And they're upfront about their challenges, too.
Okay.
Remember when their MI drive was affected by bad weather?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't shy away from sharing that.
Right.
And they even voted to supplement the profits.
Wow.
To make sure that their chosen charities wouldn't be shortchanged.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it really speaks volumes about their commitment to their mission.
Yeah.
And the people they serve. They're not just ticking boxes. They're genuinely invested in making a difference.
And it goes beyond just financial support, too.
Yeah. Right. They're all about hands-on help as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like the KC Teddy Bear program. It's such a simple gesture.
Right.
But imagine the impact of bringing a little comfort and joy to a child in the hospital.
Yeah. And those care packages that they sent to Ukraine?
Yes.
Another example of that compassionate action in motion.
Absolutely.
Reaching out to those in need no matter where they are.
It all comes back to that just one-time philosophy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Even small acts of service can have a ripple effect.
Exactly. And they don't limit themselves to those grand gestures either. They're also deeply involved in their local community.
Yeah.
Doing things like organizing those cleanup projects.
Right.
To improve their town.
They even handle those seemingly mundane tasks, like taking down and storing the Christmas lights after the holidays.
Right.
It's that commitment to seeing things through, no matter how big or small, that really sets them apart.
Their dedication to supporting veterans is also remarkable.
Oh,
they work closely with organizations like Vets Returning Home, encouraging their members to donate and volunteer.
Yeah, they even share information about Vets Returning Home in their newsletters, raising awareness about veterans' issues and the resources available to them.
It's clear they're passionate about this cause.
They are.
And they're always looking to grow their ranks, too.
Yeah.
They see the Knights of Columbus as a positive force. And they want to share that with others.
Absolutely.
They regularly hold those exemplification ceremonies, welcoming new members into the fold.
Right. You can really sense their dedication to mentorship and guidance. Their newsletters even provide contact info for key officers.
Oh, wow.
Making it easy for members to reach out
with
any questions or concerns.
So they've created a very supportive and accessible environment.
They have, it feels like a true brotherhood.
Yeah.
And they make sure to nurture that sense of camaraderie through social events like the annual picnic and those camping trips.
Right. It's a chance to connect on a personal level.
Yeah.
Build relationships and just have some fun.
Absolutely. They even inject some humor into their newsletters.
Oh, yeah.
With those little anecdotes and jokes.
Makes it more relatable, right?
It does. It makes them feel more human.
Yeah, it's clear these Knights are more than just members of an organization. They're a community.
Yeah.
Bound by faith service.
Right.
And a deep commitment to making the world a better place.
Their story is a testament to the power of ordinary people.
Yeah.
Uniting for a common purpose. And achieving extraordinary things.
It's really inspiring.
It is.
So as we wrap up this deep dive.
Yeah.
What can we take away from all this?
Well, they've given us a blueprint for compassionate action. They've shown us the power of faith, community, and dedication.
Right.
And they remind us that we all have the potential to make a difference, even if it's just one time.
What stands out to you as the most important thing that listeners should remember from this deep dive?
I think it's the idea that we don't have to wait for these grand opportunities to make a difference.
Yeah.
We can start right now in our own communities with whatever skills and resources we have, whether it's volunteering, donating, or simply lending a helping hand.
Yeah.
There's always a way to contribute.
The St. Paul of Tarsus Knights have shown us that even in a world facing challenges, there's always hope and the chance to make a positive impact.
Absolutely.
Their story is truly inspiring.
It is. And as we conclude this exploration, I'm left with this thought.
Okay.
If this group of men in Michigan can have such a profound impact on their community and beyond, imagine the possibilities if we all embrace that spirit of service and dedication.
Yeah.
The world is waiting for our just one-time actions.
Yeah.
Let's make them count